Hello, 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 and welcome. Welcome to our weekly live show. Happy first week of 2024. I hope you are having a fantastic start to the year. Welcome, everyone. Say hello in the chat if you are watching me live. Let me know and let me know what your intention is for this year. I love hearing from my audience, from my community. What is motivating you to have an amazing 2024? What is your number one goal, your number one intention? Because this is going to help you anchor every single thing that you make decisions around in your life and in your business. It is your degree of clarity around your vision, around what you want to create, around how you want your life to look like, right? So I want you to share with me in the chat. Let me know if you're watching me live. What is your intention for this year? Your number one goal, your number one focus. And so if you are new to my world, welcome. I am Fabiana Claure, pianist and business strategist for musicians. And I'm coming here to you on a weekly basis to share lessons, mistakes, and shortcuts that are going to help you shorten your path to prosperity as a musician. I'm excited because this is a first week of the year. It's an opportunity for refreshing and starting new ideas, creating new intentions. And the topic that my team and I have discussed for today's first session of the year is how to really create a positive culture in your business from the beginning, from the start. And whether you are right now a solopreneur doing things on your own initially, or whether you are already working with people in your team, no matter where you are, this is going to help you create the right framework of mind and vision for you to actually start seeing that you can create a life of prosperity, that you can build a life of richness, of wealth, of health, and of artistic creativity if you are setting your business with the right positive culture, with the right intention from day one. So let me know in the comments if you feel clear around the type of culture that you want to create for your business. Again, whether it's just you at this time or whether you already have team members. Oh, I'm seeing some comments. To be brave, to be visible. I love that. Let me know your name if you can, if you're watching me, because I can't. The system just shows me Facebook user, so I'm not really sure who it is. I'd love to know who's joining me. If I know you, I'd love to say hi, and if not, welcome. And so when you think about really kind of establishing the baseline for your business and starting and building a culture, why is it important to create culture, right? I mean, think about it. As musicians, this is where we live. We live in a world of culture, in a world of aesthetic beauty, in a world of appreciating certain values, right, that align with us. Whether we are performers, creators, producers, curators of content, no matter how you are right now showing your artistry as a musician, at the end of the day, you are embodying certain values and certain beliefs and representing those in the work that you put out into the world, right? Your artistry is always going to be a reflection of your values, of your culture, of the things that you stand for, and the things that also you want to maybe change in the industry, right? And so when you think about that, as much as you apply this towards your artistry, you need to now apply this towards your business, your company, the enterprise that you are building as a creative entrepreneur. Because when you see the similarities between establishing the right culture in your company as well as what you do in your art, then you're actually going to feel excited about really building a cohesive and congruency between your life as an artist and your life as an entrepreneur. So when you have clarity around the way you want your business to really function online, and whether you want to be able to have certain values that allow not only you to show up in a certain way but also to create the right expectations in the team around you, it's going to be incredibly important that you really do some soul searching around what are your core values, what are the things that matter to you most as an artist and as an entrepreneur. Because when you can consolidate the values that you share from what you do artistically, creatively, and translate that into what you do from a business standpoint and in your entrepreneurial side, you're going to actually see that they don't have to be different. They don't have to be at odds. If you embrace creativity, if you embrace autonomy, if you embrace being able to be original and impactful in the work you do as an artist, well, the same thing can easily be transferred into what you do in your business. And in every procedure that you create, every establishment, every person that interacts with you in your business, if you can transfer those same belief systems, those same values, and clearly communicate what is it that you stand for as an artist, what is it that you stand for as an entrepreneur, perhaps what is the problem that you are set out to change. Typically, if you have built a business, if you are serving people through your skills, it's because there's a problem that your audience has that you are adamant about helping them solve, right? So I want you to think for a minute, what is the problem right now that you are excited about solving for your clients? What is the thing that right now people are paying you money for, right? And they're coming to you saying, I'm stuck, I'm not able to do this, and I wish I could have more support in fixing this, whether it's learning their instrument faster, whether it's overcoming performance anxiety, whether it's overcoming any sort of adversity regarding being entered in auditions and competitions, applying for universities and music. I mean, whatever it is that you help people do, chances are they're coming to you because there's a problem that they're not able to solve on their own and they need your guidance. Does everybody follow me? Now, what you need to think about is, what is it about the way that you help people? How is this informed by your own set of values, by your story, by your belief system? And how does this impact the work you do with your clients? And at the same time, how does this impact the way you work in your own business? Right? I've had my clients ask me sometimes, because we talk so much in our work together around the idea of becoming a CEO and a leader, and someone who can guide others in taking certain steps. And just as you guide your clients, your students, whoever you work with in your day-to-day job as a musician, you need to be able and willing to do the same for the people around you and in the business. Again, whether it's just you first and foremost, or whether you're slowly assembling a team around you, the same idea of you being a mentor, a coach, a guide for your team needs to apply. But you can only do that effectively if you're able to transfer the same set of core values that you use in your work with your students and transfer that into the work you do with your team. So the first thing I want you to think about when you're looking into really setting a company, culture from the beginning, is asking yourself, what are my non-negotiables? What are the things that I really stand for, that make me excited, that make me alive, that make me feel like I am on a mission to change the world, to make a difference, to make the world a better place? Why are you even interested in this business? If you teach music, if you teach performance anxiety, if you teach, if you're a performer, if you're a creator, why are you even doing this? And when you can rally people in your team that are coming to you, not just because of the transactional service that they may be providing for you, and whether it's administrative or sales or marketing or whatever else that you bring people to help you with, but instead to be united by this common mission of the change that your business is creating in the world. Now you have real ambassadors. Now you have troops. Now you have people who are committed to seeing your business succeed because they are very clear on the values that you're bringing into your organization, and they stand behind those, and you make that part of your day-to-day conversations, right? And so I want to encourage you to, first of all, define what these need to be for you. They don't have to be the same as anyone else's. You just need to think about, what do these values represent for you? And how can you now communicate what these values are and how they reflect in the different areas of what you do in your business, right? So when it comes to serving your clients, how do these values manifest and showcase in the work you do with your clients? When it comes to the way you show up online, how do these values represent what you do online? How can you showcase your content? How can you showcase your persona, your energy, your intentionality behind everything you do online? How do those values come through in your content, right? Oh, I have a comment here from one of our viewers, Jessica. Hello. You don't know me, but I've been following your account for a while. Oh, fantastic. I'm a writer, producer, and have a business to help artists raise money for their projects. Oh, fantastic, Jessica. Yes, you want to be brave and visible. Let's go, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. So here's what I want you to think about. Do you have clarity around your company culture? Do you know, if someone were to ask you, what do you stand for? What do you stand against? Why are you in this world? Why are you in this business? What is it about the work that you do that makes you excited? How does it create change for others? All of these things are not just about the impact of your business, they're about your own set of values and vision for what you're building. So, when you want to create a positive company culture from day one, right? Your number one job is to establish those values and to look for the opportunity to transfer what you do as an artist into what you do in your business. And if you have a set of values and belief systems in the work you do as an artist, how can you transfer those into what you do with your team, even if it's just you right now? The best way you're going to attract A players to collaborate with you and support you in your business and become a part of your team, whether it's interns initially or whether you're already paying people as contractors or employees, it's you having that company culture clear, that set of values defined, and not only defined once, but something that continues to be a common conversation, a common thread, a common topic of discussion amongst you and your team, so that it becomes this thing that is just always infused in everything you're doing in your business. So define your core belief systems for your life and for your business. How do you want to translate those into the people that are working with you? How can you share with them? These are my 3 to 5 core values. And this is what is important for me in the way I work with my clients, in the way I present to myself, in the way I show up online, in the work I do as an artist. These things matter to me, and communicate those. You can have a beautiful video that shows you just showcasing it and explaining everything. You can just write a Google Doc and have a document where you kind of pin it into some place where everyone in your team can watch these and see them on a repeated basis, be familiar with this. You decide how you want to make this a constant reminder. Remember, it's not enough to set it once and forget it, right? It's not just about setting things on day one. It's about creating systems for these things to be top of mind in the eyes of your clients, right? So ask yourself, and in the eyes of your team, what are you doing right now to actively communicate your core values? What is the mission behind what you're building? Why are you even doing this? You could be an accountant, you could be a lawyer, you could be a doctor. Why are you a musician? Why are you a creative entrepreneur? And when you are clear and you're able to really hone into this vision of what you're building, you will become magnetic. You will attract people that are going to want to be part of your world, whether it's clients, whether it's collaborators, whether it's people who may refer you to others, even sponsors. I mean, you never know. People will resonate with clarity. And oftentimes, when you don't see people resonating with your content and you're putting stuff out there and you're trying to build people around you, and you're having people come in and quit and leave and just constantly be a revolving door, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I cannot find the right type of team yet. Where are my people? Why can't I just gather the right people around me that are going to be in this mission alongside of me? Why am I not being able to attract the right type of people in my business? Well, chances are the reason is simply because you haven't really taken this process of internalizing what is the most important thing that you want to be able to stand for in your business. What are your core set of values? And how can you communicate this clearly, with commitment, with action, and with congruency in everything you do? Right. And so, one of the reasons that I am so committed to really sharing this message and bringing it to my community in a variety of platforms is because I know that there are so many musicians right now that are kind of playing it small, that are not willing to be seen, that are afraid of being visible, and that are not creating the right expectation in their culture, in their company, in their team, with their clients. And I am committed to really helping musicians change that. Because only when you stand in your authority, when you stand in your light, will you be able to attract opportunities, whether it's wealth, collaborations, artistic projects. You're only going to be able to do that when you become clear in what is it that you want to connect with and how you want to communicate that. Right. So I want to invite you all to my upcoming podcast release. We are launching a brand new podcast next week on January 10th. It is called Musicians Creating Prosperity Podcast. And I am thrilled because this is going to be a new platform where a lot of the conversations that we've been having in my online, content in my social media, we're going to have an opportunity to go a step deeper into really connecting with a community around the world that will allow you to completely change your perspective around what it is that you can do as a musician. And so I'm going to drop the link here. If you haven't yet registered for my secret episode, I have a preview in this link that is a secret episode where you can opt in and you can listen to a pre-release of the podcast and be in the loop for when we are going to be launching it officially next week. I want to invite you to join in because it is going to be an amazing new platform for many, many more conversations around how musicians can build, grow, and scale your business online. So I want to invite you to join. I'm going to put the link in under the comments so you can just click on it. So it's easier than this long link. But I am excited to bring you yet one more way to connect, to learn, to be inspired. This is, one more way that I give back to my community as a result of really working for so many years with musicians and helping them build, grow, and scale their businesses through my programs in the Musicians Profit Umbrella. This podcast will now be yet one more platform that will be different way for you to access the knowledge, the content. You can listen to it while you're working out, while you're walking around the house, while you're doing whatever. You'll have a chance to really be in the loop of the weekly content that we'll be putting out in this new platform. So I'm excited to invite you to join me. And I can't wait to see what you think about it. And also, I would like to hear, what would you like for me to talk about in the podcast? What are some of your requests? What are some of the contents that you would like for me to share? As far as it relates to music business, entrepreneurship, career development, building a business on autopilot, all of the things that I have really enjoyed sharing and bringing to our community online. So I'll put the link here. If you're watching this on any of the platforms, I'll make sure that you can access it somehow. If you're watching this on Instagram or Facebook, you can simply comment podcast and you're going to get a link automatically sent to you. So just comment podcast and you'll get a link. And so otherwise, I look forward to continuing these conversations. Thank you for watching and let me know what your takeaways are from today's session. And I can't wait to continue connecting with everyone in my community. Thanks, everyone. Let's prosper together.